And welcome back to my channel, Capsuleers. This is Alande speaking for another episode of the Alpha Chronicles. And today we are going to look at the Guardians Gala, which is the new event that will run for 2 weeks. It's been running for a couple of days, and I've seen a lot of debate about whether you should or shouldn't be playing it. So I thought myself it would be useful just to crunch the number and see whether those encounters would bring additional values and profit compared to your regular level encounters. I won't go into the details of the chest bonus reward, because basically either you spend 100 plex to get a key and then you can secure a permanent skin, or you trigger RNG and you force open the chest, but most likely you will get something which is worthless. So in the way I handled the comparison, basically I took the vision of selling the chest on the market rather than trying to open and get the bonus. Now if you have the money, so it means 100 plex, and you want to get a skin that then you can sell on the market, there is most likely an additional opportunity for profit in this, but it means that you already have a significant amount of money on hand, because 100 plex at the current price is 100 million ISK, and for Alpha Pilot such level of money is not necessarily easy to reach. So that's why I took a step back and put myself in the shoes of a standard Alpha guy trying to grind his way into this game. So for the comparison, I basically took the best ship I had available at the moment, which is a drone ship. So I went for range kiting the encounter. So you see here, this is my little Vexer. I reach like a 280 DPS, combined drones and the strike cannons, which basically have the same range. The strike cannon, of course, don't have 45 effective range, but with the 4 of bonus, then I'm still within this 50% effectiveness range with the strike cannon. I won't go into the details of the build, that's not the purpose of the video, but it will come in a later episode when we will be looking at the drone pathways for pilots. So now let's go to the numbers. So I took a normal tier 6 encounters and compared to one of the standards Guardian Gala mission. You can see the numbers on the screen. So basically the rewards was a bit less, so I get like 500,000 for a normal tier 6 encounters, while the Guardian Gala was a 400 million, so less or minus 100,000 ISKs on the rewards only. But as you can see there, there is a bit more of ships, especially in the last wave. So in terms of bounty, you get a bit more, and then of course you get the chest rewards. The numbers you see there for the chest is basically the net profit value. So I sold it for about 1,700,000 on the market, and this is the net value, so deducting all the brokers and sales tax that you can have. As you can see, because there is a little more ships in the encounters, basically took a bit more time to complete the Guardians Gala mission. So I was able to do it in a bit over 20 minutes, while for my tier 6 encounters that 15 minutes, and that is excluding the loot gathering. I took the assumption that basically it would take the same times to loot on each and every encounter, so I took that off the equation. It's easier. And so basically when you look at the numbers, so you sum up the reward bounty and you put it as a number of ISK per hour that you can make out of the encounters, you see that both based exclusively on the rewards and the bounty arrive at the same level. So you got 6.2 million, a bit more, a bit less there in terms of ISK per hour value, so they are on par. So running the even mission, basically you get at at minima the same level of money as you would running a normal tier 6 encounters. But if you take into account the chest that you can either sell, or as I explained in the intro, that you can basically try to force open or buy a key to get the skins, which are sold over 100 million, 110, it all depends on the ship skin that you have. Some sell higher, some sell lower. Then if you add up those numbers, the Guidance Gala mission basically push you up to a 10 million ISK per hour ratio, which is then a nice improvement. So is it worth it? Is it worthless? Definitely for me, this is worth it. If I have the choice, then I would run the Guardian Gala mission, with the exception of the love triangles, because this one basically is not a single go and kill mission, but it is more of multiple step, and then of course you get a single rewards, not for each of the individual steps. Bounty might be a bit higher because more ships and more waves, but you will have to take into account then the transit time in there. So basically I would not recommend personally the love triangles, but all the other missions that you can have in the Guidance Gala, please consider that this is a fairly advantageous high sec or low sec encounters that you can run depending on what area you're operating for. Just after, you will see the rush of the two encounters themselves. You will see that I was certainly a bit AFKing them, was suboptimal in the Guidance Gala, made a couple of mistakes, mainly just hit my shield and armor a bit more than that what should have happened. Was a bit better focusing on the tier 6, but that had basically no impact whatsoever in terms of the time for completion. So hope you enjoyed this short video comparing the two and setting the number straight. And feel free to like, subscribe, or leave a comment if you want me to tackle specific topics in those episodes. And feedback is always welcome. Help me improve in terms of the technical skills for the video editing, or in terms of content for the channel. Enjoy, and see you in the next episode.